boys, welcome back to the prediction series, the best of three, top rope commentary podcast, whatever you want to call it.
That prediction show. We about to go all in on some all-out predictions. You heard me. Right after Worlds Collide, we gotta reset the fallout, the
yes,
all-out.
And how about you show off what we're competing for?
Oh, it's shine
the interim.
Bright.
The interim top rope commentary championship.
Oh, look at it.
A nice little AEW belt to be decided the third prediction of
and it goes with the outfit already. It
does
already
it though?
goes.
I mean,
and we're talking about AEW, and it's already in my hands, and it just fits like it's poetry in motion.
I'm gonna be doing a reaction stream to All Out and fucking Worlds Collide because I work for Clash, so I can't do that one. So that'll be fun. But let's just get right into the predictions.
Oh yeah, because they have 15 matches.
Yes. 14 matches and a Joker for the Casino Ladder match.
Oh yeah.
But starting first, the pre-show has 3 matches, right?
Which one of them very much surprises me.
Which also had no build, if it's the one I'm thinking.
Yes.
But we have Pac versus Kip Sabian for the All-Atlantic title. I'm actually very excited for this. I'm a big Kip Sabian fan. I think he's great.
I didn't realize he was the one wearing the paper bag over his head. Dude. Like for like several weeks. It's like I noticed it out of the corner and I was just like, oh, I guess they just let a random fan be a random fan.
Yeah.
But like
he's wearing a box on his head.
Yeah, and it just said underrated on it.
Overrated, or it's underrated and over it. But who you got winning this match?
I got Pac. It's his first defense.
It's not his first defense. He's defended it like 3 or 4 times. It's just
just not on AEW.
He doesn't defend it in AEW. The All Atlantic title's defended all over the world. It's not really defended in AEW, but they show it on AEW because they show it on Dark and Elevation and whatnot. So you got Pac. We're having our first disagreement of All Out because I got Kip Sabian.
You really think they're gonna bring Kip back and just slap the title on him?
I do.
After Pac ain't even had it for a good hot popcorn minute. Like he hasn't even taken it out to eat. Like
I do. I have Sabian getting the win. I think having him lose his first match back would be a mistake. I think Kip Sabian, the rightful 4th pillar of AEW, he won the first match in AEW history. I didn't forget this. Tony Khan artist.
Santino Marella was like Intercontinental Champion on day 1. Like he's like. I mean, we're gonna tout him as the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Okay, you are comparing 2 different things here. Tony Khan is ignoring the fact that Kip Sabian beat Sammy Guevara in the opening match of All Out. Or I'm sorry, of Double or Nothing 2019. I was there. I remember. I made it on TV.
I mean, I remember. I watched it.
I was on TV.
It wasn't worth it. Like, I mean, Kip
is incredible.
He is incredible, but
his acting whenever Miro slammed the door on his hand, Kip Sabian has the potential to be a top guy. He has potential to make it to the level of a Hangman Adam Page, I even say a Kenny Omega. That's how good Kip Sabian is.
He has the potential.
And it is time we quit underappreciating.
Pac is going to hurt him. Pac is going to.
Pac can hurt him all he wants. Pac's still going to be the one who gets pinned and loses his title.
Pac's going to turn him into a Pac. But let's also move on to a man that's going to be hooked up. And
there's no shot Hook loses this match.
No, against Cool Hands. Anybody that calls himself Cool Hands, no.
But yeah, we both have Hook winning this. It's for the FTW title. I think it's Hook's first defense.
Which love Taz, love ECW. That's the reason I love Taz.
I think I'm growing on the title now that it's being defended more.
It makes no sense to me. I don't want it. I feel
it's not a sanctioned belt.
It's not a sanctioned belt, but then also like I don't like nobody really cares about it. It's only held by like a few people.
I cared about it when Starks. I cared about it when Starks had it
because he was close to Taz. Like that's also
nothing to do with. But
then that's also because it's Ricky Starks. Like
that's why I cared.
I mean, you cared about Ricky Starks. Like you didn't care about the FTW title.
That's fair.
Like
that's fair.
Like. It's great sentimental value, and if like
It is also brought in kind of weird because like Brian Cage brought it in saying that Moxley was dodging him, but it's like your match got delayed by 1 week and Moxley has COVID, so you're not making sense, Brian.
And like they just kind of kept it around. Like it definitely should have been a title that like faded out once like Team Taz faded out. Like it doesn't need to exist anymore.
Yeah. So next we have I think the match for the pre-show that we're both kind of surprised about because it had no build. Tomohiro Ishii versus Eddie Kingston.
The Pitbull.
I think this match is gonna fuck.
What?
This match is gonna be a fucking banger.
I feel like it's gonna be good, but I feel like it's also gonna be like
it's gonna be so hard.
A 6 minute like power gonna
be a brawl. It's gonna be more of a brawling match. It's gonna be a strong style match. I love that. I've got Eddie winning,
but also doesn't it surprise you that Eddie's on the card and Sammy's not?
Nah, fuck Sammy Guevara. So quick little update. Since the recording of this predictions video this morning, they've added Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti to the All Out pre-show. It's not going to be included in the predictions purely because it's kind of a nothing match. And myself, Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti versus Santana and Ruby Soho. I may have completely messed it up. It's not added because neither one of us have predictions for it. Neither one of us knew it was happening. And Devonte's asleep right now because it's like 1 a.m. while I'm finishing editing this. So, yeah, that's the gist of it. Sorry if you were just super looking forward to that. Personally, I'm pretty sure Sammy and Ty are going to win, but hey, what do I know? But yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, guys.
I mean, but also, like, Eddie did just admit that he was kind of petty.
Yeah, he did, but he handled it. I think the reasoning, he handled it better. He goes, yeah, I'm wrong. It's on me. And then Sammy Guevara goes to Dirt Sheets and goes, yeah, Eddie's a piece of shit who had to take anger management. And this isn't the first time he's gotten out of control.
I mean, well, if somebody
absolutely handled it inappropriately.
Well, I mean, if somebody kind of mushed your face, I mean, yeah.
Okay, but Eddie apologized and admitted he was wrong.
He did, but I still think Sammy like weasels his way onto the card. But then also,
I think Sammy's a bitch.
I think it's also weird seeing Kingston like early after that. I think it's also kind of weird seeing him like on All Out, like on like a pay per view.
I think it's because like he's one of the most over people in the company.
Like
it's kind of hard to keep him out.
He's over and he's amped up, but honestly, Eddie Kingston gives me like Shield Moxley vibes. Like he's over like in that extent, but like I don't see him being champion like not like soon.
Yeah, not soon. It'll happen. I think it will. You ask me on a personal opinion. If not MJF, I think he should be the one to take the belt off Punk at Arthur Ashe in New York City. Imagine the fucking.
He should win the TNT title in New York City. I think Eddie's like
he's got like a feud with Punk. He's got a long-standing.
Oh yeah, he does. Punk. But then he also does with Claudio.
Yeah,
Claudio Castagnoli.
Claudio's not the TNT champion.
He's the ROH champion. I mean, still he's still a champion belt. Like
that's cool. It's not an ROH show at Arthur Ashe, is it? No, it's an AEW show.
It could be.
Fair enough. But who you got winning this match? You got Ishii or you got Kingston?
Actually, I got Ishii. I'm gonna go with the Pitbull.
Interesting choice. Stone Pitbull bite 141.
Because I mean,
I think that's a solid choice.
So then
next we got the House of Black versus Miro, Darby, and Sting. I don't like that. I don't like this as a match for All Out. I would have rather had Miro versus Black just straight up as a match, 1-on-1.
I mean, yeah, but House of Black and like Darby and Sting have also been like circling each other for like months.
They have. You don't have to have every match be a trios match. Like there are 3 trios matches in this show, I think.
Yeah, that's because they're pushing like the trios title. Like they're letting you like, but then also it's gonna drain their tag division because then you're gonna have like people just in trios.
It'll be interesting to see how this goes.
But I'm giving this one a House of Black.
I am too. I think House of Black pulls it off. By pinning Sting specifically.
I think Darby eats it. I think it's another like.
Darby probably should.
I think it's a Brody like buddy combo move that like does Darby in.
They just keep beating the shit out of Darby.
I mean, you can take it.
Next, we got Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs. I think one of the best built matches on the card, if you ask me. It's been like kind of a low key build, but it's been a solid build.
Yeah, I wouldn't say best.
No, I think the next match I have listed on there is the best built match so far. Is the best feud going into this.
The best feud. Okay,
because it's either that or the main event. Like I think those are the two best built feuds of this.
Yeah,
matches of this.
But I would say it's not the one that I'm most interested in, though.
I got Powerhouse Hobbs. I think Hobbs wins.
I got Ricky Starks. I think Starks pulls this one out over Hobbs, just to because I think this is gonna be the last time they face each other. Like Hobbs is gonna go in there with power and he's gonna try to like target like Ricky's neck, and Ricky's gonna come up with something like a nice little like roll up or something like that. He's gonna come up with something like clever.
Okay. So our next match, Jungly Boy, as I put, Jack Perry versus Christian Cage.
Christian.
Who you got?
How hard? Like it's hard to say anything other than Jungle Boy. Like Jungle Boy.
I think the right choice is Jungle Boy.
Yeah, like Jungle Boy. If Jungle Boy doesn't win this, like
he has to like genuinely shocked.
He has to brutalize Christian the next time he sees him. Like he has to beat that man like he owes him money.
Unless it is a like DQ finish, which wouldn't really fit AEW style.
Which it should be a street fight.
It should. Well, that's what I was gonna say. A DQ finish that leads to their next match being a street fight would make so much sense. But I think it's gonna be a great match. We both have Jungly Boy.
I think we're in sync on this next one too.
Danielson.
Yeah,
Danielson versus Jericho for the custody of Daniel Garcia. I think Danielson wins and Garcia joins the Combat Club.
I think he does, or like we get an ultimate swerve and like somebody debuts and like he aligns himself with him.
Or Danielson joins the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Can you imagine if? Oh, that would be.
But yeah, I think Danielson pulls the win out here. I think that
it's going to be a great match. But yeah, I think Danielson takes it. It just plays like better because then we're going to get Garcia versus Jericho at the next pay-per-view or the next.
So we might also both have. So the next match is the Casino Ladder match. First, we're going to guess the Joker. I think we might both have the same Joker. Guess.
I think we do. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
MJF. Like it's like he. I think do we want to pick a second just in case it's not MJF? Because if we both picked MJF and it's MJF, then
I think MJF wins as well. Is this for a TNT title match, or is this for a world title match? Because it's
AEW.
Because the Casino Ladder match has always been the TNT title match, I believe, except for when Cage won it and he faced Moxley, didn't he?
No, see that's confusing because they have the Casino Ladder match and they have the Casino Battle Royal.
Yeah, Cage won the ladder match. That was how he debuted, and then Ethan Page debuted at the next one. If it is for the world title, I think it's MJF. If it's for the TNT title, I'm going to throw out a shock surprise guess here as to who I think wins. I'm going to go with All Ego Ethan Page.
Because I'm trying to remember who's in it. I know it's Wheeler Yuta.
Wheeler, Claudio, Penta.
Dante Martin.
I think Phoenix is in it. Roche and Andrade.
Actually, yeah. My winner's Andrade.
You got Andrade. I got All Ego Ethan Page.
But if MJF comes back, then
realistically, MJF comes back.
You know what? I'm gonna change my Joker.
Who's your Joker?
Leo Rush.
That'd be insane. That would be actually crazy. Because
I feel like CM Punk. We'll explain.
We'll get to the main. Yeah. It's fine. So, And you got Andrade as the big winner?
Yeah.
I've got All Ego Ethan Page as the big winner. I think Page pulls out the win here.
I think Andrade needs this to motivate him getting a title.
Yeah, I can see that. So next we have the TNT champion Wardlow and the every other tag team champion except for AEW FTR versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns. Who you got in this?
As soon as I found out it was the Motor City Machine Guns, I kept my heart kind of wanted me to go with Lethal and the Machine Guns, but it's gonna be Wardlow and FTR. Those are they hold like
it
those
just
are
makes
your
so
champions.
much sense. Yeah,
like you're not gonna. This might be the quickest match on the card.
I'm kind of I hope not because I want the Guns and FTR to get like good time against each other. I think the shortest match on the card might be the next one, just based on how it's gone in the past. And that's Jade versus Athena for the TBS Championship. Who you got for this? Who do you think?
I'm going Athena.
You're going Athena.
I think they finally drop. I think they go ahead and move, especially with how like the women's like world title is like shaping up. I think they go ahead and put Jade in there, and Jade they're gonna pull like another situation where Thunder Rosa either can come back or can't come back, and it's gonna be like Toni Storm versus Jade Cargill, and like that's gonna be like the feud going up, and basically like,
I mean, eventually Rosa will be back, and she will be unifying that title.
Yeah, and I think she's gonna lose to either Toni Storm or Jade, like so. I wouldn't rush it back.
Okay, so you think Athena wins? I think Jade's winning. I think the streak's not over yet. I think she's holding the belt until Chris Statlander is back. That's who you.
I think it plays better if Athena Athena gets it, and then Chris was just like I was there. Like if I wouldn't have gotten injured, we know that opportunity would have been mine. And then so now you start like the feud between them, because I think a match between Chris Statlander and Athena would be better than Chris Statlander versus Jade.
I think it would be. I disagree. No. I think that would be a great match. Don't get me wrong. I think that'd be a great match with Chris Statlander as champion, though. They've been building Chris Statlander as the one to beat Jade for months. Now, don't get me wrong, Tony Khan doesn't know how to book on the fly whenever people get injured. The past couple months have shown that.
I mean...
But I think the right choice is keep Jade as champion until she's at 50-0. And then she drops it to Chris.
I think Chris comes back and she fights Athena for it, and then Athena might drop it to Chris, but...
Okay. So, next we have Swerve in Our Glory
versus the Acclaimed.
Can we talk? I hate the name Swerve in Our Glory.
I do too. I don't like it.
That being said, everyone loves the Acclaimed, man.
I hate their catchphrase though. Oh my god, with
Scissor me daddy ass.
I hate it with a burning passion. Like I feel like a teacher that immediately wants to give detention as soon as I hear it.
I'm going with the Swerve in Our Glory. I almost said Acclaimed. My heart wants to say Acclaimed because I fucking love the Acclaimed.
They're good. It's gonna be the Acclaimed.
I hope this is the one that I hope I'm wrong on.
It's gonna be the Acclaimed.
Has Swerve in Our Glory defended the fucking belts yet?
They have. They defended them on Rampage. They defended them against Private Party, and then they had another defense against another. I forgot. They had another team before, but I know they defended them against Private Party. I think it's going to be the Acclaimed because I think Swerve's going to finally
turn on Lee proper. Yeah. I think that's fair.
Because I think this is going to be, especially if like the Acclaim, like I feel like they'll definitely get the pop like if they like win.
Oh, absolutely. So next we move on to the Women's Interim World Championship. You have Toni Storm, you have Britt Baker, you have Jamie Hayter, and you have Hikaru Shida.
Fatal four-way.
Incredible women's wrestlers, or 3 incredible women's wrestlers, and Britt Baker.
Britt Baker is...
She puts on mediocre matches.
She does not.
And she buries her opponents.
Whoa, no. Her and Tay Conti... No, any match Britt has had...
Britt puts on mediocre matches.
She's put on bangers.
She puts on mediocre
She's put on
matches.
easily some of the best matches in
and
their
her
division.
Her promos bury her opponents.
She's queen heel.
That doesn't mean...
Yes.
I am very vocal. I hate whenever a heel buries their opponent because it makes you look like nothing but a fucking jabroni if you lose to them. And then if you beat them, who gives a shit? You beat a fucking jabroni.
No. Well then, exactly. And then it feeds into the heel next week going saying, see, I told you, that person wasn't ready. I've already beat that person.
But it makes the rest of the roster look weak.
But then once that person comes up and beats and knocks that person down off their high horse,
then it makes you look weak.
No, it doesn't.
Because you go, oh, you're nothing. You're a loser. Oh, and then I lost to you?
Yeah, and then it's the underdog. You're proving the other person wrong and upsetting them.
Listen, Chris Jericho's book, A Lion's Tale, which you can find on Amazon for $1.99, says you want to build your opponent up in that promo because when you beat them, it makes you look better. It builds you up. It builds you up to build up your opponent. I hate people that bury each other on the fucking mic.
You can go
MJF does it too, and I fucking hate it.
It's what makes their heels I'm if they're heels and I'm a shit face heel and I I carry myself around I don't care about you at all. I'm not gonna care to put you over on the mic.
Once I learn how to do lower thirds, that's gonna be your lower third shit face heel.
Because yes, and I will if I was on the mic, I'm dragging everybody. I'm dragging everybody through the mud. Because you wanna know why? Because then once I win, I've proven myself right. Once I've proven myself right to all those just from the perspective of all those fans, you can go back the next week on Raw and go look. All of you thought he was this magnificent superhero. All of you thought he was this person. And what did I do? Beat him. 1, 2, 3, W. Shoulders on the mat. And then what can they say? Oh no, you didn't beat him. Oh you chicken shit. You cowered it out. I still got the W. I'm still the champion.
Okay, winning by heel tactics is different. Britt doesn't usually win by heel tactics.
And that's what makes
them out.
That's what makes it better because then
it makes it worse.
No, because then she's proving she's dominant.
And they're boring matches.
No, her match with Tay Conti, even her first match,
she's had a couple good matches. I can admit
she's easily had some of the best matches of any of the women's champions.
I'd say Nyla Rose, if I'm being honest.
No, she's had some good ones.
No, that's a lie. Sheeta's
had some good ones, but you talk about boring.
But okay, we should we should get into the actual prediction.
I was gonna say,
were you about to say Sheeta's boring? Because I will throw hands right now.
Sheeta is.
You're smoking dick and balls right now.
She is great in the ring, but oh my god, Bret Hart on the mic,
that's not her native language.
Okay. Also, Asuka still does better.
No.
Nakamura does better.
Crack. You are lying to yourself.
If you can literally list side by.
She speaks English better than either one of them. First of all, the only reason Asuka's
and
promos
her promos are not as good
is because Asuka speaks her promos in Japanese.
Exactly, and everybody loves them, and everybody's like, "Cool." I didn't need to understand
Sheeta
that.
does decent promos
because it's fun, and I already know
you're smoking crack.
No, I think you're just blinded. You're
blinded by the kendo stick right now. I don't care about the kendo stick. First of all,
blinded by the kendo stick that she brings down.
I'm the only one that's seen Hikaru Shida perform live. First of all,
and that still wouldn't change a fact. She is great in ring.
She has the it factor. Absolutely.
If her promos got better,
honestly,
I could see it.
Everybody in this match, I'd say, even Britt Baker, I think if she didn't bury her opponents as much in those promos, I would say she has the it factor because she's a good heel. I can admit that.
She has the it factor. That's why she's basically the face of the women's division.
Who do you got winning this?
I got Toni Storm. Toni Storm.
Interesting. I think that's a solid choice. I totally just fucking smacked the table. It's okay. You've been doing this the whole time. So
that's because I had to prove the emphasis.
So. Oh, you're not going to like my choice here. I'm going with Hikaru Shida. Because Shida's a draw, damn it. Every week she's on Dynamite. 1 million viewers.
You're going to bring her back just so she can lose to Thunder Rosa when Thunder Rosa comes back. That's the only reason you're bringing her back.
Oh, I'm sorry. How did the last interim championship unification match go?
That's because it was CM Punk. Like there was a whole nother basket case of
also out of the 2 women's champions that are in this match, Shida was the better one. Out of the 2, I say it sincerely, Shida has put on banger. All of her women's defenses were bangers.
She's put on, but like, also while she was champ, I forgot she was champ.
To be fair, she was champ during the pandemic era.
She
didn't really get a chance to perform in front of a crowd, which is why I think she should win the interim belt. It's why I was for Moxley winning it. That she carried during that pandemic era.
She had some great matches, but
I put Shida as the winner. I think Shida's great.
I got T-Storm.
Okay, so now we move on to the Elite versus either the Best Friends or the Good, the Bad, and the Hungie.
Oh, it's Dark Order.
They're winning that match, but do you have the Elite or do you have the
Dark
Good, the Bad, and the Hungie?
Yeah, the Good, the Bad, the Hungie. I got Dark Order winning.
I do too.
Because this would be their first title since like Brody.
Yeah.
And like
it builds more into
by the love of everything holy, they need something. The Dark Order needs something, or else like they will just forever.
Yeah. And it builds more into it is kind of crazy that they're leaving Orange off the card though.
I mean, was Orange not injured?
He's in the Best Friends.
I know, I thought he was injured though.
No, he's in the 6-man.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in the trios. It builds still towards maybe a Kenny versus Hangman rematch down the line.
I mean, we'll get that, but
just think of how the crowd's going to react when Kenny and Hangman are in the ring together for the first time since Full Gear.
Like
Chicago's going to.
I think this all leads though to the Elite like breaking up for a bit though, because
it would be interesting.
Because if Kyle O'Reilly's out indefinitely. Like with like an injury for
he just had neck fusion.
Yeah, so like that's gonna leave Cole kind of like
hot take. I think Cole. This might be the best thing for Adam Cole, not having the lackeys with him, and it will help to develop his character some.
Which I think Adam Cole is gonna be the next TNT champion. Then he can go against Andrade.
I love that. Lose it. I would love that. I actually think that's
because
sick.
Andrade El Idolo is money, as his name states.
Andrade the Idol says money?
Yeah. Do your idols not make money?
I mean, depends on who the idol is. I mean...
And it's Andrade El Idolo, as his name states.
All right. So now we go to the main event. This is potentially the biggest match of the night.
Yeah. It's gonna that like,
and I think maybe the most unpredictable.
This is the one. So I would say coming back to like the Joker. This is why I didn't think MJF was gonna be the Joker. Then
MJF shows up after the match. As your
MJF, no, he shows up and he screws Punk in Chicago again.
Yes. Oh, so we might. Oh my God, do we have the same guy winning? Do we both have Jon Moxley winning the main event?
Yeah, I think John because it plays better into the story of MJF, like coming back and having like his last comeuppance against like Punk.
I think Punk's leaning towards a heel turn. I think Moxley wins clean. I think that leads more towards CM Punk spiraling and like just turning into a right bastard. Because you cannot turn CM Punk in Chicago. It will not work. That's why you could not turn him.
That's why I think you have MJF. That's where I think MJF comes in at, because
I don't think MJF versus CM Punk is the plan yet. I think MJF versus CM Punk at Arthur Ashe for the belt would be great, but I think Moxley wins. I think Moxley keeps that belt for a while. I think Eddie Kingston beats Jon Moxley at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Because that's the thing that CM Punk, I don't know if you mentioned, or I don't know if you noticed, CM Punk said that in his promo. He goes, you call yourself a fighting champion, you're just too scared to fight your best friend. Because he won't fight Eddie Kingston. or he hasn't fought Eddie Kingston yet. I think that's how it is. I think that Eddie Kingston is more over than CM Punk.
See, I think CM Punk and MJF feud on after that, and basically that leads up to like Moxley mows through a few more people, and basically we have another like number one contenders. I think MJF's the next one taking that title off of Moxley, because Moxley versus like Eddie, it would be good and it would be like heartfelt and like hard hitting, but
does Punk then take the belt from MJF?
No.
So Punk got a 1 week.
Then you can have Eddie Kingston, because can you imagine like an All Out or an All In New York? You got like New Jersey MJF versus a New York and like Eddie Kingston. That New York, New Jersey, like just that itself.
That would be really good.
And like the tension, like in the promos would be like they'd be like slicing razor blades at each other during those promos.
Hear me out. Just throwing a suggestion out here. Moxley beats Punk in 3 minutes again. It goes, I said I have 57 more minutes in me. Somebody get the hell out here and fight me. MJF's music hits. MJF wins it all out.
If he does, that would be like the internet would stop. That'd
be the craziest thing ever. But I think this is about time we wrap it up. We're at 30 minutes. Thank you guys for watching the predictions video. Tune in next week, probably around Saturday, to see the review and to see who holds this belt and who does the punishment. Let us know down below what the punishment should be. I've got a couple ideas that I'm floating around. We'll figure something out, though.
And always check out Universe Mode as well. And we also do have NXT Arrival, the review up. And then soon we'll be reviewing Armageddon 2000.
Yeah. Oh, let me just... But yeah.
Get used to it. It's
also tune into the... I'll be live on Twitch on Sunday with the reactions. That'll be down in the description below. But yeah, man. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.